Hello students, welcome back to Sampurna Academy YouTube channel, and my name is Dr. Suman Kumar, and in this video I am going to teach you the topic game theory, that is 8th chapter of your PUC second year statistics subject, which is applicable for both science and commerce students. I hope you are ready to learn this game theory. Believe me, this is very easy, okay, to score in the exam. So for next couple of minutes, I think you are going to learn this topic, and not only learn, but also you will be able to score in your PUC annual exam. So let us start without wasting much time. Okay, so what is this game theory and what are the things I'm going to cover? First, exam point of view, my dear students, your favorite, that is the marks. So that is, this is going to cover 8 marks, my dear students. 8 marks in your annual exam question paper. The maximum is 8 marks. The minimum may be 5 marks or sometimes 3 marks. Okay, but the maximum is 8 marks. So what may be the questions in this game theory? One is 5 marks, 1 question, 2 marks, 1 question, and 1 mark, 1 question. Totally the maximum is 8 marks, 3 to 8 marks from this chapter for your annual exam. So are you ready, students? So, and what I'm going to cover in this video is, okay, so first is introduction part, that is definition or the meaning, then the problems. So after introduction, I'm going to go with directly the problems because I'm very keen on making you to score in your annual exam. Then definition and theory. Okay, so let us start, okay, learning the introduction and other part. So what is this introduction? So competition is a key word in nowadays. So everywhere, any business, there will be a competition. So where there is a competition, yes, obviously you need to take some decision on that, and this concept, that is game theory, will help you to take a decision to win over your competitors. So the best example I would like to give you, I think you heard about Coca-Cola and Pepsi, right? Pepsi belongs to PepsiCo company. These two are the biggest enemies, I can say, are the competitors in this corporate world. So obviously these two companies also will be using this concept game theory. So where there is a competition, this concept is more applicable. So my dear students, so in the practicality of this subject is the competition strategies to win over other, right? So hence, in all the situation, taking effective decisions plays a very vital role. So as I said, where there is a competition, in order to win over the other, you need to take a perfect or a good, or to maximum your resources, you need to take some decisions. So for taking decisions, this concept will really help you a lot. Okay, such a competitive situation is called as a game. So competitive situation is called as a game. So game theory was developed by John von Neumann in the 20th century. It is a old concept, my dear students. So now all the business units are using this. Even, believe me, even army is also using this concept. Not only army, even Indian Navy, okay, Air Force. So everyone who feels to win. So even I have put this pick here, the chess. When two players will be using, will be playing chess, even those can be used this game theory concept. Okay, before that, I need to teach you the fundamentals. So please understand this fundamental. Of course, for you, some people will be knowing this, but it's my duty to make you understand what is the fundamental in number line. So if you understand this, yes, almost 50% is done, my dear students. So let me make you learn. So what is this number line? Number line, so this is a 0, and the right side of the 0 is a positive, and the left side of the 0 will be a negative numbers. Okay, so whenever you go the left side, left side of your, this number line, so you will get lesser number. When you move from left to right side, you will get positive, that is bigger number. So for example, 4 is greater than 3. Will you agree? Right? 5 is greater than 1. Right? So 1 is greater than 0. Right? So 0 is greater than -1. Are you understanding, my dear students? So -1 is greater than -4. So if I say, so which is bigger? Is it -100 is a bigger or 2 is a bigger? Okay, obviously 2 number is bigger than -100. I hope you're understanding, my dear students. So -55, and if you say 0, which is bigger? 0 is bigger. 0 is bigger when compared to -55. So I mean to say, if you go the left side of the 0, you will get lesser number. If you go right side of the 0, then you will get a bigger number. I hope you are understanding this number line. Okay, this is very fundamental because you are going to use this concept in solving the problem. So are you ready to solve the problem? So let us solve some problem. So before that, I would like to tell you the methods which are there for your syllabus. So the methods of solving the regular game. So we have to solve every time the game. Okay, there are 2 methods in the syllabus. One is maximum and minimax principle. I'm going to tell you both the methods. So next, the second one is dominance principle. Okay, there are 2 methods. One is maximum and minimax principle, and the second one is dominance. Only the 2 methods in your syllabus, my dear students. So if you learn these 2, this completes your module. Okay, this chapter, this unit. Okay, are you understanding? Only 2 methods. Okay, but yes, of course, you may get this in your exam or this method. So let us learn both and be perfect with this 8 marks. So shall we start? Okay, let us start this. So the first problem, to make you understand. So my sincere request to you all is, so take rough book, pen with you, and whenever you feel to pause the video, please pause the video and solve with me. So this, whenever you practice more problems, yes, that is a mantra to success. Okay, just if you watch this video, it won't suffice. You have to practice. So if I teach 3 problems, you need to practice 5 problems or 10 problems. That is a mantra for success, and that you can, by that you can score in your exam. So my dear students, be ready with rough note and pen. Okay, so pause whenever you feel and you solve the problem. Okay, so let us start. So the question is, solve the following game using maximum and minimax principle. This is the first method. I'm going to teach you with a simple, fundamental, easy method. So this is the problem. So they are asking us to solve this game, and also and they are saying that, is the game fair? So what is that? I'm going to tell you at the last after solving this. And this is the matrix. So you have to understand this basically. So this is a company Y and company X. There are 2 companies. Okay, and there are 4 strategies of company X, and there are 3 strategies of company Y. And this is the payoff matrix. We say this as a payoff matrix. I'm going to teach you again what is payoff matrix, the definition of all those things in the next slides. But as of now, just remember, this is a payoff matrix of company X. Okay, company X is having a 4 strategy and company Y is having a 3 strategy. So how to solve? Very simple. I hope you understand what are rows. Rows means horizontal. Columns means vertical. Okay, so rows means horizontal. These are rows and these are columns. So now we have to check with rows. So first what I do, I'll check with rows. That is, first row is P. In this, the minimum. So minimum we have to round off. Very simple. Among 1, -1 and 3, minus 1 is the minimum, hence I am rounding off. I hope you're understanding, my dear students. So the next row, that is Q, among this 2 minus 1 and 2, which is the minimum? Yes, please. Minus 1 is the minimum, hence I am rounding off that. So then the third row, so which is the minimum among minus 1, 0 and 0? So minus 1 is a minimum, my dear students. Don't go with 0. 0 is a greater than minus 1. I told you the number line, right? So minus 1 is the minimum, hence I am rounding off that. Very simple. And the last row, that is 2, 0, 0. So which are the minimum here? There are two numbers which are minimum, hence I am rounding both. I hope you are understanding, my dear students. Okay, row wise completed. Now column wise. Okay, column wise. Row wise, you have to find out minimum number, minimum, and round off. Okay, right? So now column wise. Column, the first column. Column means vertical. So the first column is 1, 2, minus 1, 2. I hope you're understanding. So in the first column, which is the maximum, which is bigger. So 1, 2, minus 1 and 2, there are two numbers which are bigger, and I am marking it as, okay, I am marking it as, box. Yes, box. I hope you're understanding. There are two numbers here, hence both box. Okay. In the second column, we have to find out which is the maximum. So minus 1, 0, 0. So 0 are the maximum when compared to minus 1. Hence I need to put a box for both the numbers. I hope understanding, students. The last column, my dear students, last column, among 3, 2, 0, 0, which is the maximum? 3 is the maximum, hence I am putting a box. Okay, so this is the procedure. I repeat, row wise minimum, round off. Column wise maximum, box. Now check out, my dear student, for which number both circle and a square came. So in this payoff matrix, this is the value for which both circle as well as box we got. Hence this is the saddle point. So hence the saddle point. So remember, my dear students, saddle point is 0, and whenever the saddle point is 0, then we can say value of the game is also 0. When saddle point and value of the game is 0, hence it is called as, see, is the game fair? Yes, whenever you get the saddle point and the value is 0, then we say it is a fair game. Are you understanding? Hence we solved, okay, and also we concluded it's a fair game. When you can conclude it's a fair game? When the answer comes 0, when the saddle point is 0 and the value of the game is 0, hence we can say it is a fair game. If other than 0 if you get, of course you would have concluded it is not a fair game. As in this problem, the saddle point is 0 and the value of the game is 0, hence we need to say it is a fair game. I hope you are understanding this. Let us solve one more problem similar to this. Okay, students, now let us understand one more problem of maximum and minimax principle. So let me read out the question, then let us solve this question also. So from the following data, find the value of the game using maximum and minimax principle. So value of the game they are asking by using what? Maximum and minimax principle. As I told you, there are only two methods. One is maximum minimax principle and dominance. So soon after this, I am going to teach you the dominance principle also. As of now, let us again solve by using maximum and minimax principle. So as I told, there are two things. One is row wise, we have to check out. So row wise, that is horizontal. Row wise, the minimum. Row wise, the minimum. Remember, my dear students, row wise minimum. Among these 3, 1, 2, which is the minimum? 1. Hence you round off that. Very simple. row wise minimum round off. Okay, so second row 1 0 3. Among these three numbers, the second row, that is A2, among these three, which is a minimum? 0 is a minimum, hence round off. Very, very simple. And third row 4 2 3, which is a minimum. Minimum is 2, hence you round off this. I hope you're understanding. Once again I'll repeat, row wise minimum, round it off. Okay, then come with the column wise. So column wise, that is first column is B1. B1, among this you have to find out the bigger number, my dear students. The bigger number is 4, hence, okay, what you need to do? You need to box it. Okay, among these three, that is 3 1 4. 4 is a bigger number, hence you need to mark a square. Okay, next, the second column is B2. Among this 1 0 2, which is a bigger one, 2 is a bigger one, hence you mark a box. Then third column, my dear students, third column, among these two, among these three, that is 2 3 and 3, which are the bigger number? There are two numbers which are bigger, hence mark a box for both the numbers. Now your job is to find out for which number in this payoff matrix you got both circle as well as a square. So very simple, you can easily find out 2. Okay, so 2 is the value of the game. Straight away, the first thing you need to write down, saddle point of the game is 2, and also the value of the game is 2. Okay, and what is, see, in this there are two players, player A and player B. Obviously this belongs to A3. So player A's strategy is, see, you have to check player A. So this comes here, A3. Hence you need to write here A3. Okay, similarly, player B's strategy is, B is which one? B2. Hence you need to write B2. Simple. If you do like this, you will get 5 marks. I hope you are understanding, my dear students. Okay, please practice some more problems. Okay, or you can pause this, write down this question, solve from your side. Yes, students, I am with one interesting question. Yes, twisted question. Okay, so let me read out for you, then I am going to tell you how to solve this. Clear? Okay, in this question, in a certain game, A has 3 possible choices, P, Q, R, and B has 2 possible choices, that is X and Y. Payments are made according to the choices made as, and the details are given, and write down the best strategies for A and B in the game. What is the value of the game? This is the question. So the twist here, there is no matrix is given. We need to formulate. Okay, I'm going to teach step by step. Clearly understand, and I suggest you to have a rough note or a paper pen to solve along with me. Okay, so now our job is to first write down the payoff matrix. So the solution is, first our job is to find out the payoff matrix. So there are 2 players, okay, A and B. I am writing here. So this is B player, okay, then this is A player, right, A player. So A has 3 possible choices, that is P, Q, R. I am writing here P, Q, R, and B has 2 possible, that is X and Y. I hope you are understanding. This is the way of writing the matrix. So as they said, 2 players A and B, I have written A and B player, and even A is having 3 choices, that is P, Q, R. I have written here B has 2 possible choices, so hence X and Y. Payments are made accordingly to the choice made as. So now P to X, that is P to X. You have to very careful. You need to be very careful now. You need to listen very attentive. Okay, now be attentive, my dear students. So P to X, what happens? A pays B rupees 3. So A will pay to B, okay, rupees 3. For A, it is outgoing, hence we need to write minus 3. I hope you are understanding, my dear students. For A, it is outgoing, hence we need to write minus 3. If A is receiving, it should be positive. If A is paying, it should be negative. If A is receiving, it should be positive. Remember this, okay? So this got over. Next, P to Y, that is P to Y. What happens? B pays A, that means A receives. P to Y. So hence you need to write plus 3, my dear students. This got over. Now Q to X, that is Q and X. A pays B. A is giving how much? 2 for B. Hence you need to write minus 2, my dear students. Okay. Next, Q and Y. Q and Y. So B pays to A. That means A receives how much? 4 rupees. Hence positive. This has got over. Next what? RX. R in X. B pays A. Again A receives here. B, because B pays. Okay. A receives how much? 2. That is plus 2. Right? This got over. The last one, RY. That is R and Y. B pays again. B pays to A. A receives. Hence you need to write plus 3. And this is the payoff matrix for player A. So now our job is to solve this problem. So now there is no method mentioned. Either you can solve with maximum minimax principle or dominance principle. Okay, as of now I didn't teach you the dominance principle, hence I am solving this with maximum and minimax principle. Or in the exam you can have a choice, either you can solve this problem with maximum minimax principle or even dominance. That is your choice, my dear students. So now I am going to solve this problem with maximum and minimax principle. So let me solve. So row wise the minimum. So minimum, what we need to do? Round off the minimum one. Row wise, P row among 3 and minus 3, which is the minimum? Minus 3, hence rounding off. Next Q, minus 2 and plus 4, which is the minimum? Minus 2, hence round off. So among this R, 2 and 3, which is the minimum? 2 is the minimum, hence round off. Next, what your job? Column wise. So which is the maximum? In this the maximum is 2 plus 2 minus 3 minus 2, and here it is plus 2, hence box. Okay, then the Y column. So which is the maximum? 4 is the maximum. Hence now check out for a number which has both circle and the box. Obviously it is 2. Hence what is the value? Value of the game is value is equal to 2. So value is equal to 2, and even the saddle point is also 2. Now write down the best strategy for A. The best strategy for A is A strategy. Which is A strategy? R. The best strategy is R. And for B, which is the B strategy? Okay, for B it is X, because 2 answer lies below the X. Hence you need to write X. If you solve like this, yes, my dear students will be getting 5 marks. Okay, I hope you are understanding this. Very easy, my dear students. Please solve some more problems. Let us go with the next problem, my dear students. So it is also a tricky question now, similar to previous one, but yes, in this also you need to first formulate payoff matrix and then solve. So let us see. Player A and B plays a game in which each player has 3 coins, 1, 5 and 10. So there are 2 players, my dear students. One is A player, okay, then B player, right? So both having 3 coins, that is 1, okay, 5 rupees and 10 rupees coin. And player A also is having 3 coins, that is first 1, then 5, then 10. So both having 3 coins, my dear students. I am formulating the matrix. Each of them selects a coin without knowing each other. So if the sum of the value of the coin is even number, even band rahe. If they get even, if sum means addition, they need to add. If we get even, A wins, A gets B's coin. Otherwise, B wins A's coin. So let me explain you, my dear students. So simple it is. Okay. So both having 3 coins. So 1, 5, 10 and 1, 5, 10. Okay. Without knowing each other, I mean to say, A will have 1 coin and B will be having 1 coin. Okay. Then they will show off each other. If when we add, if we get even number, okay, A wins. If we get odd number, B wins that coin. Are understanding, my dear students? Now, step by step. So assume that A will be having 1 rupee in his hand, B will be having 1 rupee in his hand. Okay. So you have to add up. So what is the number? 2 is the answer, right? If 2 is the answer, so that is even. Who will win? A will win. How much? 1 rupee. The B's 1 rupee will be given to A's. Hence, the profit for A is number 1. 1 rupee. Okay, I repeat. So A keeps 1 rupee in his hand, B keeps 1 rupee in his hand. So both will open and show each other. So add up. What is the value? 2. 2 is an even number. So who wins? A wins. So A wins how much? B's coin. What is that coin? 1 rupee. So A got 1 rupee now. Right? Now let us go further. Player A 1, player B 5. If you add these 2, what happens? 6. So A wins what? 5 rupees. Hence I need to write 5 here. Next 1 and 10. What is, if you add, what is the number? Odd number. 1 plus 10 how much? 11. 11 is odd. So who wins? B wins. What B wins? 1 rupee of A. So for the loss for A, 1. Hence you need to write here minus 1. I hope you are understanding, students. Okay, next. Similarly, now player A, B with 1. Add these 2. 6. 6 is the even number. Hence B loses 1 rupee. A gains how much? 1. Then next, player A 5 rupees, player B 5 rupees. Add these 2, 10. 10 is an even. So player A wins. How much? Plus 5. Okay, now next, 5 plus 10. That is 15. Who wins? B wins. B what he wins? A player's coin. How much? 5. What is loss for player A? That is 5. Hence we need to write minus 5. So as we are writing player A payoff matrix, we have to consider only the payoff matrix for A. Okay, next, the last one. 10, 1. So when we add these 2, odd number, my dear students. Odd number means who wins? B wins. B wins what? A's coins. How much? 10. So what is loss for A? Minus 10. From the point of A we have to write, my dear students. Then next, coming on, A player and B player. So here 10 and 5. If we add these 2, 10 and 5, 15. Who wins? B wins. What is the amount lost by A? That is 10. Hence again last one, 10 and 10. When we add, it gives even number, that is 20. Now A wins. What is A amount? 1. That is 10 rupees coin. 10. So this is a payoff matrix, my dear students. Okay, now we have to solve this. So again, we have to solve either by maximum principle or minimax principle or even dominance. But I'm going to solve by using maximum and minimax principle. Row wise now, row wise, smaller round off. Second row, the smaller is minus 5, round off. Third row, there are 2 numbers which are smaller and both the numbers need to be round off. Now the column wise, my dear students. Column wise, which is the greater, there are 2 numbers here, hence box it. So in the second column, the bigger number, that is 5, and also here 5. Right? In the third, okay, column, which is the bigger is again 10-year ends, box it. Now the question is, does the game have saddle point? Is there any number which has both circle and box here? No, none of the number is having both circle and box. Ends. What we can conclude? The game, okay, does not have saddle point. Does not have saddle point. This should be the conclusion, and if you write this gives you 5 marks, my dear students. Okay, I hope you are understanding and you are learning. Wherever you get confused, you can pause the video and check. Okay, so happy learning, my dear students. Thank you. I'll be seeing you in next video.